I'm Ron Kozakowski, owner of TFW, which is found on traditionalfilipinoweapons.com. Today I'm not here to talk about a new item that we added to the website. What I'm here to talk about is actually an old knife, well actually 4 different knives that we've had on the website. I'm going to talk about the Pakal 1, 2, and 3 and the karambit. Originally we used to sell them the traditional way, which a lot of our weapons that we have on the website are sold traditionally with the traditional wooden sheaths, with a modern additive, which is basically the metal clip here. Okay, the metal clip has always been used on our knives anyway, so we could hold the knife in. In ancient times, they used to make these clips out of wood and maybe use a string or a rope or something to hold it into their scarf, or if they wore sarong or whatever it is they wore back in ancient times, it was easier to hold up, so they would attach that, and if it wore out, of course they had plenty of time to make a new clip or a new sheath and just add it to the to their knife again, which would probably last forever pretty much if they took care of it. So now what we did was we added the kydex due to popular demand. Many people have been writing me over the years, been saying, well, what about a kydex sheath? And I never made kydex. So I talked to somebody and he makes the kydex now, and I really like what he does. And it's nice. It holds it in there very nicely. You can see it's not going to come out at all, just like the wooden sheath actually. And it comes out rather easily. This is brand new. They all got to be broken in, of course, but this works nice. To clip this, if you put your finger, you'll feel a little bit of a little notch. The leather all has to be broken in as well, which will be as time goes on. And then you put the notch down and then you clip it in. And then you take it off the same way. You have to start with one end, then clip the other one in. So the notched part goes in first. Okay, so that's one of our knives, and I'll show you the one I'm carrying here, which you can see this is for standard position, the way I set it up here, which you can see how well this works. It's also good in Pakal position. That's why it's called Pakal knives. It's very hard to get a knife that's comfortable in both standard and Pakal position. So we came up with 3 of them that are basically designs that are found more in northern Luzon area. You see these kind of knives in ancient times, not so much anymore, but we've revised them. We revised a lot of ancient weapons on that website actually. So it works out rather well. And you can see, you could hook it so it's this way, or if you want to turn it around in your belt, you could also pull it out the Pakal method, like say if I cross draw, or if I turn around here, I could also draw. So you can see if you could cross draw right here, and you can pull it out very fast for Pakal position. And pretty much, it stays very hidden. I have my knife and my gun, as you can see here, and I carry my stuff in front. Carrying on the side isn't bad. I don't recommend carrying it in back if you have a situation where a weapon's not called for and his buddy comes by and grabs your knife or your gun out of the back. I just don't like that situation. I feel you're leaving yourself very vulnerable. I prefer in the front. The side is okay, but I prefer it in the front because to me, if you could get to it in front, you could have it because, good luck there as far as I'm concerned. But I feel for tactical purposes, you can see how I could bend down, I could do everything comfortably, and we've actually gotten down to a little even grappling on the mat just to see how comfortable it feels, doesn't poke you or anything like that. So if situations come down, you can see this is very comfortable. So basically, you can see, like I said, how fast it draws. You come right out, you can draw it right out and flick it and get down to action if need be. These kydex sheaths are all found now on traditionalfilipinoweapons.com for the Pakal knife number 1, number 2, and number 3, and the karambit.